Imagine this. Someone accuses you of something you didn't do. A lie, a distortion, a half-truth designed to put you on the spot. Your heart rate spikes, your mind races, and instantly you feel the urge to explain, to clarify, to justify, to prove you're innocent. You think you're clearing your name, but in reality, you're digging your own grave. Because the moment you start defending yourself, something dangerous happens. You accept their frame. You silently agree that they are the judge, and you are on trial. Power never starts on the defensive. Today, I'm going to teach you the law of silence. Why explaining yourself makes you look guilty. Why silence unsettles weak people. And the exact 3-step technique to win without saying a word. Stay until the end. Because once you understand this, you will never argue the same way again. Let's get something straight. People don't explain because they love truth. They explain because they fear misunderstanding. They fear losing approval. They fear being judged incorrectly. They fear not being seen as good. So they talk, and over-talk. This is not confidence. This is insecurity dressed up as logic. Over-explaining sends one clear message: my value depends on whether you believe me. A person with power does not beg to be understood. A lion does not explain why it hunts. The sun does not explain why it rises. Now let me show you this in a modern context. You get a message, an accusation, maybe just 3 words, like "What was that about?" And you respond with 3 paragraphs, timelines, receipts, emotions. Read that again. Who had the power? The person who wrote less. The moment you rush to defend, you've already lost ground. You're signaling that their accusation has enough merit to warrant a detailed response. You're giving their words weight they don't deserve. You are essentially telling them, your opinion of me matters more than my own peace of mind. True power doesn't need to shout its innocence from the rooftops. It has a quiet confidence that doesn't crumble under the weight of someone else's opinion. Robert Greene said it clearly in the 48 Laws of Power: always say less than necessary. Why? Because the more you say, the more common you appear. The more angles you expose, the more leverage you give away. Silence does something most people don't understand. It creates a vacuum. And humans absolutely hate vacuums. When you don't react, when you don't explain, when you don't rush to clear your name, the attacker starts to feel uneasy. They expected a fight, a reaction, an emotional outburst. Instead, they get nothing. Their attack lands on empty air, and they begin asking themselves questions. Why isn't he reacting? Does she know something I don't? Did I misjudge this situation? Your silence forces them to fill the gaps with their own doubt and insecurity. Think of it like this. A wave crashes loudly, violently, emotionally. It expends all its energy trying to smash what's in its path. A rock does nothing. It just sits there. And yet, the wave breaks against it. The rock doesn't win by attacking back. It wins by not moving. Silence is not weakness. Silence is information control. It's a strategic choice to withhold the one thing they crave, your emotional reaction. Now let's make this practical. Because silence without structure is just avoidance. It can look like you're just ignoring the problem. But when used correctly, it's a powerful tool. Here is the 3-step method to turn silence into a weapon of control. Step 1. The pause. When accused, do not speak immediately. Count to 5 in your head. Not 3. Not 1. 5 full seconds. As you do this, hold eye contact. Let the silence stretch out. It will feel uncomfortable, but that discomfort is the key. Most people will panic here. They'll start talking again just to relieve the tension they created. But you won't. This pause signals dominance. It communicates without words. I am not rushed. I am not threatened. I am in control of this interaction. You have not rattled me. Step 2. The non-defensive line. After the pause, you do not deny. You do not explain. You don't offer any new information. Instead, you ask a question or make a neutral statement that puts the focus back on them. For example, is that what you've decided to believe? Or a simple, calm, you're free to think that. Notice something important. You didn't accept guilt. You didn't argue. You returned ownership of the belief directly to them. Now it's their burden to carry, not yours. Step 3. The pivot. This is where most people fail. After you deliver that non-defensive line, you move on. Immediately. Change the subject. Return to your task. If you're in a meeting, go back to the agenda. If you're at home, pick up a book. Physically disengage if you need to. This final step communicates one brutal truth. Your opinion of me does not alter my reality. Your accusation is not important enough to derail my focus. And that is true power. Here's the truth that Stoicism teaches us. You do not owe anyone a defense. You owe yourself peace. Not every accusation deserves a response. Not every misunderstanding deserves clarification. Not every person deserves access to your emotional energy. Your inner peace is a fortress, and you are the gatekeeper. You decide who and what gets inside. Wasting your energy arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding you is like trying to reason with a storm. It's pointless. The next time you feel that hot, panicked urge to explain, to justify, to defend yourself, I want you to remember this. Stop. Swallow the words. Hold the silence. And watch how uncomfortable people become when they realize their accusations give them no control over you. If you want to master this level of emotional control, if you want to build that quiet, unshakable power that comes from within, subscribe. This is Detached Psych, and I'll see you in the next one.